Everybody, it's Colin. Hey, you were watching Talking Ball. Sorry about that intro. I'm off my game. Had my morning Rockstar energy drink, and the end of that match proved almost too much for my poor little heart to handle. But we did it, you guys. We got the points. Holy moly, right? I'm trying not to curse. We'll see how long that lasts. But guys, we got the 3 points. We did it. I don't know. Did we earn them? Did we deserve it? I'll talk to you guys about that a little bit more. There's a poll in the chat, so make sure you guys get vote in on that poll. And look at this. We've got so many people from the Jacob Raid. First of all, I want to say hey to everybody in the chat, guys. What a day! What a day for Spurs. We got the dub. And FU Seagulls. Killian Kenny says, come on, you Spurs. Woo! And I totally agree. Killian, big up. Quez Ali, a longtime supporter of the show. What is up, Quez? Good to have you here. Jazz Fusion is in the house, everybody. What's up, Jazz? And he said the thing I appreciate most about Brighton are the ease with which they seem to play, as opposed to Spurs. Yeah, we'll talk about that, maybe some more too. Eltal Cockerell, the other half of Talking Ball, everybody, is here as well in the house. He says, come on, you mighty Yids. I'll take the 3 points and on to next week. That is exactly how I feel, Jose. And I am just waiting. We are going to have a special guest on the show. Just wanted everybody to know that too. We're waiting on a special guest. It's going to be a very, very good time, everybody. Just like over at United Spurs of America, the vibes here are wonderful, immaculate, but in a different way. But it's a very nice place to be. Thank you guys so much for joining. Jacob himself says, Jacob Raid. We've got Spurs GCTV saying Jacob Raid. Big up to you. Thank you for being here. Let me test something really quick here too. Live. Edit, customization, boom. So we've got us a subscribers only chat, everybody. So just get subscribed. We'd love to have you on the team, part of La Familia, as we call it here. Benito Sotelo says, "Fuck them Seagulls." Yes, I've already done it. Demonetized, but fuck the Seagulls. We did it. Sean D says, yes, call. Yes, Sean D. Big up to you, my man, for being here. What a match. Welcome. First of all, welcome one and all to Talking Ball. Spurs get the result. How many of you honestly can tell me you were expecting that? With 90 minutes on the clock, going into the extra time, who thought we were actually going to get this? I mean, it's wild to me. But you know who else is wild? Speaking of wild people, I've got one in the back, and here he comes, guys. It is Chang. Long time no see, buddy. How are you, man?
I am so well on this very auspicious and prosperous first day of the new Dragon year of 2024. By the way, Mr. Colin, you don't have to turn down the volume. Let's bring up the volume. Let's bring up some cheer. Let's bring up some festive mood. This is the first day of the new Luna lounge. This has a very good lounge feel to it.
Yeah, exactly. We're happy, but we're chill. Life is good. And it's exciting. Like you said, first day of the new Lunar New Year.
Yes,
Spurs
correct.
Get the win, and Spurs get the win. Spurs get the result. Are you? Everybody, look, we've got so many people in the chat. I don't want to miss everybody in the chat. We've got Chris Peters saying, "Why is John Oates in your intro?" LOL. You're gonna have to explain that joke to me later, Chris. But I think you're talking about a certain Harold. Yeah, so Todd Nino, great to have you here, brother. It says FU Seagulls, 100%. And look who else is here, man. It's your bro. It's Mr. Eugene. Big up, Mr. Eugene. I know, he's a wonderful person. Big up, Eugene. Glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you celebrating the win with us. Audio Artisan says afternoon. Cape says, come on, you Spurs. And Ash says the Dream 11 will be back next game. Watch out, world. And then Eugene says, we played like shit, but still won. Yeah, I was going to. So I got some questions for you, Chang. we got the results. Let's start at the very, very, very beginning. And I know this shit doesn't even matter now. This doesn't even matter. It's like it's so far in the past. Who gives a shit? But thoughts on the penalty? We talked about it a bit with Jacob. You think that was a solid penalty, deserved?
Okay, so I've had some time to mull over this penalty, the controversy surrounding it, and how everything led to it. Let's just be very candid and very neutral with regards to this penalty decision. If that had actually happened to Spurs, but it wasn't given to us, I would have felt aggrieved.
Yeah.
So similarly, now that we turn the tables, we turn this around and we hand it to Brighton on a silver platter, would they themselves have been agreed had it not been awarded to them? I believe they would, because there was sufficient contact, and I did mention this during the halftime interval over at United Spurs of America, that we were both on that there were so many similarities between this penalty that we gave away with that on the opening day of the season away against Brentford, when I believe it was Son Heung-min who made the contact that gave away the penalty away at Brentford, in which we managed to come back to draw that game 2-2. So there were many similarities and comparisons that we can draw from this penalty awarded to Brighton with that awarded to Brentford away. But the fact of the matter is this. Yep, the fact of the matter is this. This is exactly what Mr. Beer Talk, or otherwise known as Talking Beer now, is mentioning. It is a penalty, regardless if it is soft, if it is blatant, if it is clear and obvious, or if it was missed and picked up by VAR. A penalty is a penalty, and they deserved it. Of course, Van der Ven should have been maybe a little more careful or cautious making the sort of challenges in the box. Bentancur himself shouldn't have been giving possession away that close.
That's a big one. That created close, the entire issue.
Exactly. Yeah. If you don't give away possession there, and it wasn't just that Bentancur gave away that led to the penalty. Every other ball that we tried to play out from the box after that penalty, we saw Udogie giving it away. We saw Romero giving it away. I believe Porro himself was caught out in possession a few times, as well as Bentancur, just trying to play that forward ball to Madison or Richarlison, or even down the flanks.
The midfield was sloppy. Midfield was absolutely sloppy.
I mean, looking at the midfield, I get that Pepe Matassa is trying to be Pepe Matassa before he left for the AFCON, but the worry now is shifted over to Bentancur. Now that we have a fully fit Bissouma, should Bentancur be put on the sidelines just to give him a timeout so he can just refresh, rejuvenate, and recuperate properly?
Yeah, that's what I would think. I would think that, let's get him some minutes off the bench. He clearly doesn't look match fit to me. I'm obviously not like a professional. I'm not a manager. I don't work for a medical team but he just doesn't seem completely there. Like he's a little hesitant. His movements are a little slower. He doesn't seem to even be thinking as quickly. Things just aren't coming off for him right now. So I think some time off the bench, maybe get him some great substitute appearances. I think that would be good. I think that would be much better than Bentancur. And let's give Bissouma a shot. But we do know that Bissouma is recovering from malaria. We don't know exactly how much of a toll that took on him. I know that Postecoglou spoke on it, but Postecoglou, he likes to keep things a little close. He doesn't give out all the details on everything. That could be. It could just be that Bissouma is working his way back to fitness, and we might see him over Bentancur. The penalty was a penalty, and. Man, we sure made it hard for ourselves today, Shane. We sure made it hard for ourselves. One thing I wanted to talk about was our Sar boy. What did you think about that goal, man? He is unreal. That goal was absolutely something else. I'm glad that no one could see me when that happened. Jacob thinks that he freaks out whenever goals happen. I went nuts, lost it. So good. And the tenacity. We have so many players that don't follow the ball in. They'll take a shot. Werner had a shot today that bounced off the keeper. I think actually Brennan Johnson did too. And neither of them followed it in. Neither of them followed it in. And so they could have easily, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just love the fact that Sarr has that persistence. He doesn't give up. He was there. He was there for that, for that rebound, and he put it away. He absolutely buried it. Celebrated with the fans. It was a beautiful thing. Absolutely beautiful thing.
There was one thing that last sentence that you just mentioned, right? Sarr going to celebrate with the fans after his goal. He might want to cut that out too in future, because as much as I get the euphoria, the elation from grabbing an equalizer at home, I did feel that maybe picking up a yellow card at that juncture of the game might not have been the best idea. Because as you
I was busy jumping around. He had a yellow card for that?
Yes, he did. He was carded, and he was actually close to picking up a second yellow prior to him being hauled off for Ben Davies. So the unnecessary yellow card that he picked up for having to jump into the fans to celebrate the equalizer, and that sort of forced Postecoglou's hand in hauling him off for Ben Davies.
Ben Davies played well, I thought. I thought Ben Davies didn't have a terrible match.
Ben Davies played well when he came on. Højbjerg also played decent, although there was a chance, there was an opportunity towards the end where he completely skied his shot. It was.
Yeah.
I know that the Super Bowl is just around the corner, but he's no Harry Kane. He's not trying to go. He's not trying to make it to Vegas.
Keep that shot on the floor. I mean, if that shot had just been kept on the ground, I think there was a good chance it goes in. It's a lot like Sissoko. Remember every time Sissoko got the ball and we were just like, fucking pass it. Don't shoot. Please don't shoot. I think the same thing's happening with Pierre. I would rather him just lay it off to anybody than have a crack, because it's just so bad. Chang, we got some people saying hey to you in the chat. Talking beer, Spurs GCTV, audio artisan, Chris Peters. Everybody loves you, Chang, and everybody is saying hey. And why wouldn't they love you? You're a wonderful human being. Sean
Thank you very much.
This is your number one guest, and I think that's 100% factual there. So Sean D, you're a smart man. If you want to see more of Chang, make sure you're liked and subscribed. I know you are, but thanks, man. Drew was in the house saying, y'all call Chang in chat. Drew Love, what is up? The wonderful niece of Queen Ellie. If you didn't know, now you know. Chris Peters is explaining his joke. I'll get back to that. Let me star that. But yeah, guys, and Sean D said, thought VDV showed real character playing so well after that soft pen. He made so many tackles and blocks. The kid's insane. This kid is a monster. He's 22 years old. He makes me look like I'm real old. You know what I mean? He's 20. I got a decade on this guy, and he plays like a vet. He plays like a seasoned pro. Obviously that penalty, that happens. And Sean's right. You have to pick yourself back up. You have to make sure that you don't, you know what I mean? Yeah. Keep your head in the game. Make sure that you make incredible, make smart decisions, make intelligent decisions. And he did. Talking Beer said if he slides his foot instead of picking it up, it's a good tackle. Small margins at the top of the table. 100%. Talking Beer. 100%. Hey, if you wanna jump on, man, shoot me a message and I can get you the link, Mr. Beer, Mr. Nick. It'd be great to have you. Eugene says on the way back from the. Sorry, what's the?
Okay,
mamak?
that means a mamak. Okay, basically a mamak is our equivalent of a hangout bar or a pub, but it's not actually a pub. It's actually more like an eatery or a diner. Or a restaurant, depending on your location. So this mamak is the local Malaysian equivalent of a local diner in which all football fans or patrons, we will watch all these matches on TV screens inside this diner. It's kind of like a watch along in a pub.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. In a pub, a cafe, things like that. So I did see some photos of Malaysia Spurs. Malaysia Spurs have this live watch along periodically at this local diner here in Kuala Lumpur, which I was very privileged to have been able to join one day before Christmas Eve 2 months back. That was for the Everton home game. So it's for, if there are any Malaysian Spurs fans watching this, please do hang out with us over at Petaling Jaya for our live watch-alongs with Malaysia Spurs.
You've got the official invite, guys. It does not get any more official than that. Come join. Look at that smile. Come join that. You could be with him in real life. And look who we have in the back, Chang. Not sure if she's ready to come on. Yes, Ash, what is up?
So I'm maybe slightly high on cough syrup. And,
yes. Well, I'm sorry that you're feeling bad. I'm so sorry that you're not feeling well. But
this is the win I needed. I needed this win because I was feeling so sick and miserable before the game. I needed us to win this game. I just came on because I needed to stand up for my boy Bentancur just a little bit. I know everyone's been chewing him out in the chat,
myself included.
Jacob's chat as well. But I will say this, yeah, he was at fault for the goal, but nobody in the midfield played well in that first half. Nobody covered themselves in glory. And I would argue, actually, that of the three midfielders in the first half, he was actually the best of the lot. Because Madders was getting overrun and fouled and he wasn't able to do anything with the ball. And Sarr was losing the ball and making these really bad passes. Bentancur actually had a few moments of brilliance. There were these two recoveries that he did that were really, really good. And if you notice in the second half, after he left, there was nobody recovering the ball. If Brighton lost the ball, we were getting it back. But we were not really recovering that ball or going for those second balls.
So you're saying that was Bentancur that was helping us win those balls back in the first half, right? See, because to me it looked like Sarr was doing a lot of that. I know that there's going to be some subjectivity, and you know we both watched the game, but we might not have been watching the exact same plays and things like that. But I thought Sarr did a pretty good job at recovering the ball and keeping things ticking over.
The few times Sarr did recover, he passed to the wrong people. Like, he passed back to Brighton. The difference is that Bentancur got, do you remember that through ball that Bentancur got through and then Richie was through on goal?
God. Yes, I thought for sure we were going to score there, but
Sarr could not have made that pass.
Fair. He doesn't take those risks 100%. Yeah, because those through balls that's a risky pass. You give that right away. I
drop Bentancur in the next game for Bissouma. I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying that let's not just chew him out and say that he was terrible, because we were all terrible. And
absolutely. And we've got to remember he's come back from 2 major injuries this season.
Yeah, exactly. And all those little moments of magic and the small recoveries that he was doing in the passes. He was the only midfielder who was passing to a player with his own kit on. It was literally that at one point. It was a comedy of errors. So I feel like people are being too hard on Bentancur.
Maybe we need to ease up on Bentancur a little bit. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. That's fair. I can do it. And you're right. It is easy to kind of just jump in with a crowd, and you're just like, Bentancur sucked, and then it's and everybody says it, and it's easy to kind of just start going in on a player. So Talking Beer brings up a good point. He isn't even supposed to be back yet. He needs to come off the bench, but I'm also not there in training to witness how he's playing. Talking Beer is right on your side, Ash. So again, I'm really sorry that you're not feeling well. I've had the same thing, kind of just sore throat, coughing, burning chest.
Honestly, if you saw me right now, I look like I'm twice, my face looks like it's twice the size it is normally, because I always swell up when I'm I have congestion in my nose and stuff.
Yeah.
So
hopefully they've got some good medicine over there, and they can get you fixed up quick.
Yeah, I mean, I can literally
Get
show
well
you.
soon. Get well soon means Aishwarya.
I mean,
Wait, let me show you. This is what I look like right now. I look like
You look fine. Stop it.
I don't see any marked difference. Honestly, I can't tell the difference. To me, it looked exactly the same as when the first time we met over at the United Spurs of America, Miss Ash.
And yeah, so Ash, no worries on that. Yeah, don't be so worried about that. You are all good. And then here's my mom, Julie. Everybody, hey, real quick, can we just have a moment to kind of wish my mom well? She had an accident the other day and broke her arm. It's broken like right here. Not good. She sees the doctor on Monday to decide if they need to do surgery or not. I'm actually getting ready to head there after the show to go visit her and hang out with mom.
How is she even typing? How is she even typing right now?
One-handed.
Oh, that's love. That's true love.
It is. She's the best, and I got to go take care of her. I had a similar injury not too long ago, and she was there for me the whole time. So,
not to pry, Mr. Stevens, and please do not answer this question if you feel it's too personal. But was it another automobile accident? Was it a car crash?
No. It was just a fall. You know what I mean? Just like tripped and fell. And during the fall, she fell kind of awkwardly and snapped this bone right here, the humerus, right under the armpit, which is a weird spot. So yeah, everybody, if you're in the chat, throw in a big up to Julie or thoughts, and just keep her in your thoughts, everybody, because it's she's tough as nails, but she's gonna have a tough time getting through this, but we got her back. Yeah, sorry about that. That was kind of a tangent. Guys, we're talking about Spurs here. They won. Big up, Mom, though. Thank you for being here. Big love. And, I agree. He was young and excited. You can't hold it against him. The man's 22 years old. We've seen Romero make dumb tackles and give away penalties before. So, yeah, big up, Ma. Totally agree with you there. Looks like we've got something from Talking Beer what language is this?
Okay, I think this could be Happy New Year. This might be Happy New Year in either Vietnamese. This sounds like Vietnamese, or it could be Thai, Siamese. So I think this is the Vietnamese or the Siamese equivalent of Happy New Year that Mr. Beer Talk is trying to wish all the Talking Beer viewers right now.
Boom. Well, hey, happy New Year to everybody. Yeah, and what a way to celebrate. Doesn't that make Drula a princess? Absolutely, it does. I also, and Mom says the crowd was loud. And look at this. She says, feel better, Ash. And then Ash is always beautiful. Mama, you are the best. Typing one-handed. We appreciate you. We appreciate you big time, Mom. And look at this too, guys. Leo, Mile High Hotspur, with the super chat, coming in, blessing the channel with the monetary support. We appreciate you, man. He says 3 points are 3 points, my homies, and I totally agree. With that. I have a couple things I wanted to. I made some banners during the match, but that was before obviously that last minute goal. Like that kind of changes everything. I wanted to say that I kind of think Lamptey's a pussy. Just laying on the ground there, wasting time at the end. We see you time wasting, Tyreek Lamptey. I see you. Pascal, gross, because that guy's gross, man. I hated him. I hate how good he was playing. Do you think Pascal Gross had a good match? Actually, let me rephrase that. Would you take him at Spurs?
Currently, I mean, sorry, you want to answer that first, Miss Ash? You want to answer that first?
No, go ahead, Chang.
So for Pascal Gross, don't get me wrong, I believe he still is a good player, but for someone of that kind of attitude, I mean, you would like to have those sort of players on your side, wouldn't you? And I believe we already have one in the form of Richarlison. So having another player who stirs things up the way Pascal Gross does might not be the best. It might not be in our best interest, but I mean, if he can score the way he did, tuck away the penalty, if he can rile up the home crowd, sort of like turn the home crowd against the home team, and in some way, whether it's a finer skill of the dark arts that Jose Mourinho himself was very famous for, if that's what it takes to win a game, then he's doing his job. What can I say? But right now, I believe we have enough of that. We would rather have a kind of
some skill.
Signing. Yeah, that skill. We need that skill. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did chat with Mr. Jacob on his show with regards to Richarlison actually, and his wasteful first half, or rather the lack of end product from his first half. however much you dislike Richarlison or you feel that he may not be a good fit for this Ange system, the fact of the matter is he is scoring a lot more than many other strikers, many other forwards in other teams in the Premier League, and for that reason alone, he's undroppable. So, would I like to take Pascal Gross with us? If he can bring in the same kind of performances, if he can give the same kind of end product, why not? But currently, we already have Richarlison with us, who is doing fantastically well. Long may it continue. And I would just like to point out that with this game at home against Brighton, we are currently the only team in the entire Premier League who's actually scored in every single league game thus far this season. And long may that continue till the end of the season.
Yes, absolutely. And just real quick, Ash, I know it's a silly question, but would you take Pascal Gross at Tottenham?
Every day and twice on Sunday.
Boom. I like that answer. It was nice and easy. You didn't even have to think about it. Yeah, I mean, he's a good player, clearly. He was all over the pitch. He was making good defensive plays, offensive, in the midfield. I mean, he just looked like he could do it all. He was kind of Superman today. And if they would have gotten points, it would have had a lot to do with him, and they would have had him to thank. But unfortunately, they didn't get any points, and Spurs got all 3, baby. Ash, there's some wonderful things in here too. People wishing you well. Ash P still the same, beautiful. So Ash, we want to big you up, and yeah. Oh, you even saw it. And then my mom says the music is a bit too loud. I'll fix that. Thank you, Mom. See, you can always count on your mom to come in and tell you the truth. Say, turn that shit down. So we got it. We got it turned down. Thanks, Ma. Appreciate you. And yeah, so guys, I wanted to play something. This is a little bit inappropriate, right? But don't worry, it's okay. We're not getting monetized anywhere on this episode. So we've got this man here. We've got this man this wonderful man here, Mr. Brennan Johnson, and I think this is what he said at the end. Again, I apologize for this. It's kind of crass.
See, that's what I'm talking. Virginer, give me some of that Virginer.
And he went in and he got it, guys. He went in. He knew what he wanted. He got it. And I think that everybody that talks a lot of shit about Brennan Johnson, I get it. I get that he's not the finished article. I get that he isn't a 40, 50 million pound player. But you can't deny how important he was today. Hugely important. And so I just want to say big up to Brennan Johnson. Other than the goal, do you feel like he had a decent match? We'll start with Ash. Do you think Brennan Johnson? I know that he came on as a sub. Nobody taps in better, says Jazz Fusion. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I didn't think that his overall game was anything like it wasn't a standout performance, but I gotta give it to him. He's come off the bench twice now and scored twice off the bench. So he's building up into kind of like a super sub for us. So that's pretty great, I think. And I do think that like that pass that Sunny pass was so perfectly timed and weighted. Like everything about it was perfect, and his run was perfect. Like Sunny did so much work in that goal. And
when he got the ball, I knew something was going to happen. I just knew it. When he had the ball over on that left-hand side, I was like, okay, here we go. He's either going to curl it in.
When Sunny came on, the only thing I was screaming at the screen was, pass it to Sunny. I was just like one person. I was just like, please give it to him.
Absolutely. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't start, to be totally honest. I think this is
been tired or something, and I'm just probably preserving him. But I will say this, Johnson, even if it's a tap-in, you have to score it. And he scored both his tap-ins in both his games now. So you got to hand it to him. His job is to, thanks so much, Chris. His job is to score goals, and he's doing that. And then you can never criticize a forward who scores goals. It's as simple as that.
100%. Daniel says all of his goals have been tap-ins, but he doesn't care. Keep being a tap-in merchant. And I 100% agree. Mom says he gets himself in the right places to get that tap-in.
Yeah, exactly. It's about the
100%.
movement.
Yes, and let's all just big up her one-handed typing. Mom's killing it today. Other notable tap-in merchants: Harry Kane, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland for sure. That dude scores tap-ins like it's his job, and that's fine. You know, a goal is a goal. Ma says she likes Johnson, that he goes for that goal, no hesitation, not at all. He just swung his foot. He didn't. I mean, he was so close to the goal. He could have. I don't think it was possible really for him to miss. But you know, I say that. We've seen players miss from that position before, but yeah, I mean, all he had to do was swing a boot at it. He did it. I just want to say big up to Brennan Johnson, and big up to Leo, Mile High Hotspur, again for the nice warm message for my mom, and again for the super chat. Leo, everybody check out Mile High Hotspur. That's Leo's channel. He has some wonderful Spurs content, some game day content. It's great stuff. Everybody, please check out Leo. I'll get that link up in a bit for you, my man. I gotta grab it real quick. So guys, Son with the quality passes, Jazz Fusion. Hell yeah. And then Talking Beer says that he bet Werner would have missed that shot. That's kind of hilarious. I love Werner though. That's a good question. So how do you guys feel about Werner stepping into the team? I mean, this is his fourth start in a row. I'll start with Ash again. As long as you feel up to talk, I don't want to push you and hurt your voice. But what do you think about Werner so far? Are you impressed at all with him? Do you think that he deserves his starting spot? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think the movement is there. I will say that he was lackluster in the last game, and he hasn't shown too much in this game either. I thought his first two games were better, but you know, I think he's been gotten to come off the bench. Sonny plays there. That's Sonny's spot, and he's just, as a bench player, I don't have a problem with him coming on, being this quick player who comes on with tired legs facing him. I think, imagine if he came on in the second half and Lewis Dunk, who's 32, is defending against him. So I think that would be good for that.
No, definitely. I definitely agree with that. He'd be a wonderful impact sub. Chang, what do you think though? I mean, do you think, I guess, does he deserve his starting spot? Do you think he'd be better off the bench? Are you happy we've got him? Do you think I'm asking you 10 questions. Do you think we're going to make this signing permanent?
Okay, so to answer this question one step at a time with regards to Timo Werner, whether he's putting in a good shift, whether he's trying to justify his loan, and whether he's trying to cement his permanent move to Spurs. Currently, the jury is still out, put it this way. He hasn't really done enough to really force Big Ange to make a decision whether to keep him on a permanent basis or to just send him back to RB Leipzig, his parent club. I will say this though about Timo Werner. When asked to come on and do a job, that's exactly what he is doing. Yes, he has been supplying enough crosses and passes to warrant an assist or two. But in terms of the end product, there is still much to be desired. He still leaves us much to be desired with his final ball in, especially the crosses and also some of the 1-2 passes or the square passes.
Oh yeah, his passing is top notch, I feel like.
Exactly. So if only now that we have Son Heung-min back and Richarlison is scoring, let's just see what happens between now towards the end of the season to see whether he is worth keeping. But for the time being, because we must remember that Son Heung-min is back, and it was Son Heung-min who provided that final telling ball for Brennan Johnson to tap it in for the winner against Brighton that just ended. But I also need to highlight something with regards to that Brennan Johnson goal. There were so many similarities. That Brennan Johnson goal was almost a carbon copy. It was almost a carbon copy of the goal that he scored previously against Brentford. That ball coming in from Timo Werner on the left for him to tap it in, on the far right post corner. It was almost a carbon copy. So if Timo Werner is providing this sort of diagonal, or rather this sort of long raking assist for anyone coming in on the right post to just tap it in, then if it's Son or Timo Werner, I couldn't care less, as long as we have that final ball that is being tucked away by our forwards or even our midfielders for that matter. So yes, I would like to see a lot more of Timo Werner, but now with a almost fully fit squad, and we still have Manor Solomon coming into as well. Mr. Elias, welcome, Mr. Elias. A very happy Luna.
Thanks,
New Year to you.
guys.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Well, welcome into Talking
Yeah.
Ball, buddy. How's it going,
Sing
man?
me and Kuala. I'm surprised actually you are doing a stream on the Chinese New Year. Where are all your relatives not asking you to come for the late night mahjong and all that?
All of them are well asleep because I don't know why that is. I mean, I'm not going to speak ill of my brethren or my family members here, but all of us are early to bed, early to rise, sort of.
Oh, okay.
Chinese. So
So no
everyone is-
mahjong, no late night drinkings and all that lah.
So far, not to my knowledge, or at least
Okay.
none that I know of my family does that.
There you go, there you
Okay,
go.
great.
But yeah, Elias, big love, man. Big up, and I'm trying to say big love instead of big up. I feel like people say big up too much, but big love,
Yeah.
Elias. Good to see you, man. And yeah, how are you feeling? Let's just get how you're
Actually,
feeling right now.
I was a little bit disappointed with the lineup because I was particularly disappointed by two choices. I think first one, Ben Denker. I think he has been pretty off lately, and again, when he was on, I think we looked pretty shaky in the midfield. Second one that I was pretty upset was that I think no Son, and
Yeah, I was
that
totally
kind
expecting him
of
to
like
start.
that kind of like shattered me because I've been wanting to see Werner and Son play together for a long time, but when I didn't see those two things, I was pretty upset actually. And then a couple of things actually upset me in the middle of the game, like why Ben Davis is coming on. That one was pretty rough. Like, why do you bring him on? I would have rather brought Dragusin on as a center back and then put VDV on like left if there was really any. But Davis coming on, that kind of upset me. But few surprises, few good performances as well to look up to. Like I think Sar played well overall. Werner in the first half was I think our best forward. If he had someone as clinical as Son or even Kulusevski, if he could have performed better, I think we could have scored one or two goals there from the chances that Werner created in the first half. For me, I think he was our best forward in the first half and even in the second half as well. As long as he was on, I think we were more composed. But I think for the sake of like the choice of the subs that Postecoglou had to make, he was taken off. I think it just made more sense to bring on Sonny for Werner. So it looks like that I think Werner won't play. Who said Postecoglou won't play Werner so much on the right. I think he prefers him on the left with the way he substituted off today, because I think Kulusevski was quite poor as well today.
Kulusevski didn't
but
have
yeah.
his best match. But real quick, guys, Ash has got to take off. She is not feeling too good. Got to preserve the voice for work and for.
I want to support my man Benjamin, but now that I've done that, I'm off. I'll
Ash,
see y'all.
we appreciate you.
Okay.
Have a good one and feel better, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Get well
Bye.
soon, Ash.
Bye, Ash. Take care. And then there were three. We also have Chang, who is also heading out in just a moment. But that is no worries. Chang, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, take care. Go take care of family stuff, Chang. I see your message in the private chat.
Man.
Take care, man, and we'll speak with you soon. Okay, buddy.
Before I go, I just need to give a shout out to anyone and everyone who's watching this live right now, or even on playback in the future. I'm wishing each and every single one of you viewers right now a very, very happy Lunar New Year. It's the year of the dragon, and wow!
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
Thank you for joining and for helping Colin here with this very, very festive post-match reaction. I mean, I just have to draw some comparisons between the ending of this match and that of the Everton draw a week ago. If you to just look at the contrast right now on everyone's faces, the emotions running high, the fever pitch of an euphoria that comes with a late winner. We have not had this for such a long time now, guys and girls. Whatever you.
Since I think it
identify
was was it the Sheffield game last one? Yeah.
With
if
the
it's
late
not,
winner.
no, I think there was another one before that. Wasn't it the Liverpool game? The Liverpool game, remember that? The Liverpool game
Oh yeah,
where
yeah.
it was Joel Matip.
That was an
on
on goal.
goal
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
That was how long ago. Right now, since we have the squad fully back, I wish for more of the same. I'm wishing for more of this last gasp winners or just the feel good factor. I would really love to see what were the full-time scenes at the end of the final whistle when Big Ange is trying to turn the stadium into a nightclub.
He is, and he's doing a great job. I mean, with performances like that, look at he's Daniel Levy is I'm sure partying. I'm sure he's partying right now.
Okay,
but yes.
That's it for me for now. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. here on a Sunday morning. I have a very urgent family emergency to have to tend to right now. But
Take care.
to everyone else who's still on the panel, to everyone who's still watching this, have a great weekend, everybody. Now that our match is done, we can just relax, sit back, and watch how Woolwich or Manchester United or even Aston Villa, how they fare next. Yep, exactly. So have a great weekend, everyone. I will see each and every single one of you very soon.
I'll speak with you soon, Chang. I'm going to check in on you in a bit.
Take care,
All
Chang.
Right. See you, buddy.
Happy New Year.
Happy
See
New
you,
Year, my
mate.
friend. And then there were three again. Nick, what is up, brother? I haven't gotten your instant reaction. How are you feeling? What's the feeling you've got?
Can I cuss? Can I curse?
Fuck yeah, you can. You can say
All right.
whatever you want here. Yeah.
Dude, they played like shit. They played like shit, and it almost showed in the result, and that's a shame because we had what's probably a full squad to pick from, and not everybody's fully match fit yet. Bentancur looks like he's dragging ass. Dude's not even supposed to be back yet.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I think
sure.
his decision making is poor. In all honesty,
It's almost like he doesn't trust his body. You know what I mean? He doesn't trust himself
Yeah.
to make the correct pass to get the ball where it needs to go. Yeah, there is something up with Bentancur for sure. Ben, I just wanted to bring up Ben's comment, Nick, because it made me think of what you said. Second best all game, but we got 3 points. That's the beauty of football. And we wore shit. We didn't play well. It seems like I don't know what we played well again. Okay, so low blocks we have a problem with, right? Lately though, and it used to be teams that pressed us. We were good at bypassing their press and playing our game. But now it seems like if teams press us, we don't know what to do. I just don't. I don't know what the answer is. Obviously, this has all been overshadowed by the amazing late winner, all the drama. But there is a problem. You know what I mean? There is a problem with the way that we're playing right now, and I think that does need to be addressed.
I honestly don't. I don't think it's an issue of how they're. Sorry, I don't think it's an issue of how they're playing. I don't think it's being executed properly. That's just my opinion. I mean,
Nick, have you and Elias met before?
No, sir, I've not.
That was very rude of
I've
me.
seen him. I've seen him in the chats. I think usually on something.
Yeah. Elias, this is Nick. We're talking beer, as he's known, and Nick, this is Elias.
Hey, buddy.
I feel bad for not introducing you. That was very rude of me.
All good.
I apologize.
Nick, where are you from, by the way? U.S.
I'm from Arkansas, U.S. Yes, right smack dab in the middle of the United States.
Midwest
Nice.
is the best.
Yeah, I'm an hour and a half drive away from the actual center of the United States.
Snap. We decided how
So
many? You're 11 hours away from me.
What's the
something
actual
like that?
center? Actually, I'm curious.
It's somewhere in Kansas, I believe. I think it's
Dude, Kansas is the worst state in the country.
Kansas is the
Jesus
worst.
Christ,
It's
I
like
hate
north.
My mate DJ
it's
Varun
north of
is
me.
from there.
it. Really?
Oh yeah,
Kansas, yeah.
Kansas sucks, dude.
It's so flat and it's so big. But guys, Ash is saying she's so glad you made it, bro. She was literally typing "wait" in a hurry as she left, so I'm glad you made it. We've got Conexion Spurs in the house. What is up? Saying, "Come on, you Spurs!" Yes, hell yes, come on, you Spurs. We've got Chris, the mod extraordinaire, getting your channel in here, Mr. Beer
Oh,
Talk.
it's my channel. Yeah, I haven't posted anything in like 6 years. I'm about to fire it back up again. So
Do it. Everyone will love it, man. And you're gonna have me on.
Yeah, I saw some of your videos. I
Absolutely.
think like it's some. Your channel is slightly more like towards some kombucha and stuff, something like that. What?
It's geared towards probably brewing and that type of thing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, some drinks and stuff like that.
yeah, mostly beer reviews and stuff. I'm gonna go in a different direction whenever I fire it back up. I was actually out here in what will be my studio, and I'm kind of working on it.
Ooh, it's definitely a work in progress,
yeah.
but I can see it. I can
Oh my
see the
God.
vision. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
yeah, man.
Can I have a look? Can I have a look? Sorry, I missed that one.
If you need any
Yeah,
help,
sure.
let me know. I will definitely take the 11-hour drive, and I'll help you with anything you need, my friend. Oh, look at that.
Some
Wow.
Yeah,
little beer
bro.
kegs. They're all empty from home brewing and
So you're setting it up,
my-
I guess.
yeah.
But
Wow.
Jazz Fusion guys saying the entire team's decision making was poor over 45.
Mm-hmm.
So Jazz Fusion, are you saying in the second half it got better? That we improved? There's such a lack of quality in attack. 100%. God, for one, I know Richarlison is on like a goal scoring. His goal scoring form has been great, and so I feel like he just wants to take every shot that pops up. When in reality, he needs to lay it off. He needs to make some passes. There's been players open. There was one time in particular, first half, where Madison was wide open. And Richarlison took the shot, clearly got blocked like by a defender, and Matters was pissed. Like you could see the anger in him, and I don't blame him. Do you guys think Richarlison was a little wasteful today, maybe a little selfish?
100%. I think one was that he was quite wasteful. Secondly, I think he needs to be a bit more aware of the pace of his passes. I think sometimes he makes the passes a bit too fast. When the player, you need to match the pace of the player as well to whom you're making the pass. I think, and that resulted in a couple of times when Madison was making those runs. I think he couldn't really score from that. So he needs to like work on those things. Whereas I think the players who do it very well are like Madison and Son. They both know like how to make up a pass that can match up the pace of your teammate as well. That part he really lacked in. And secondly, I think when he tries to finish it off, I think he needs to be a bit more clinical, and he needs to be a bit more aware of where his position is and where he's passing. A lot of times he tends to hit like straight away. Like there was one goal, one shot in like the beginning of the game. It was like very wide off the goal, and he just doesn't realize where his position is, and he hits it straight away. Whereas if you hit slightly more towards a 45-degree angle, I think that would have been a good goal, which would have been tough for the keeper to save it. But his awareness is not there where he is and where he's making the pass and where he's hitting it. He needs to really work on that.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's still a great striker. I'm loving him for what he does, what he provides for the team. Not hating at all, exactly. I'm just saying maybe he could be a little bit more, pick his head up a bit more, see what's going on.
Nah, I'm not a fan. I'm slightly neutral on that. I don't think he's a great striker, by the way, guys.
You think it's a purple patch? You don't think this is like his
I would
form?
say that he's not a proper number 9. That's all I would say. Like if you were to consider a proper goal scoring number 9, I wouldn't put him in the same ranks as the likes of Ivan Toney, Dusan Vlahovic, Harry Kane, Erling Haaland. I won't put him in that category.
I mean, not to. He's not a proper number 9 on our level on a top 6 club. He's not. He's just not. And I have a feeling and a hope actually that this summer they're gonna let enough guys go, not just basically escort out the door. Enough guys that we can maybe get some better options in the attack, because that's where we're lacking. Like our defense is
solid enough.
Pretty damn solid, man. Yeah,
especially for the first season under a new coach. Yeah,
dude, we should have scored. We should have put fucking 4 past them today. We should have put 4 past them today, but we didn't. And you know, it's not just it, and it wasn't just poor finishing. I mean, that was part of it.
Big Mike, I didn't
but-
miss your comment, buddy. I got it starred. It's more of a late night comment, but we'll get it. Big Mike, don't worry. Big love to Big Mike. Got a question for us in the chat. I got it started, but no, I know what you're saying. I do think though in this system, I'm not sure with Big Ange's system what type of striker would work best. If I'm being completely honest here,
A sitter.
striker is expected to press. Do we think Kane or Vlahovic, that type of player, do we think they would press efficiently
they would
make the system work?
I'll refrain from my opinion on Kane in this system because I'm probably wrong, but I don't think he would. I think he would have adapted, but as we saw during the summer, granted he was just learning the system, but this system is not great for him. Dude is elite. Don't get me wrong. He's completely elite. But I don't think that the striker in this system, I don't feel like the striker in this system is your first option. I think
goals come from all over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jose co-host, you know, everybody, Jose, Elto Cockerell, go to his channel. God
Jose,
damn it.
who's Jose?
He always says though that the striker in an Ange system is the sacrificial lamb. That you know what I mean, that they're there to hold up the ball, to occupy defenders, to open up space for the wide players. And I liked it in this system. The goals seem to come from everywhere. That's kind of nice that the goals are shared around. Sar scored today, damn it. You know what I mean?
Sar scored, yeah.
That's crazy. Real quick, just wanted to add, who would have thought we'd be saying our defense is solid? Nice to have progressed to this point, says Mom. Agreed, big time.
We've kind of switched though. We've kind of like our attack was great and our defense was absolute shit. And then now our defense, because of speed and because of cohesiveness of the unit, are on top of it. They're fantastic. But our freaking attack, like we got so many guys up there that can get the shot, but they can't finish. They can't finish their damn dinner. Like get the freaking thing done.
Right.
Sorry, man. I'm a little aggravated after today's showing. It just
me too. But that goal at the end, though, really did help to smooth things over. I'm in a lot better of a mood than I would have been. Mr. Takeaway Your Girl, good to see you. Haven't seen you in the chat before. I assume you came from the Jacob raid. Big love. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Welcome to La Familia. Mr. Takeaway Your Girl says you just look at Richie for goals and assists, but him being number 9 is more than just that. Yeah, he does. You're right. He does a lot for the team. He presses I want to say his pressing is top notch, and that's important. I feel like we create mistakes. We harry the other team into making mistakes a lot with our pressing, their goalkeeper especially. So I mean he's good at that. Tot Nino says pretty sure a skill striker is priority in the summer to play with or rotate Richie. So when you say skill striker, do you mean like a player that I almost say that we have
Tony, something like that probably.
I almost feel like this is a system where you almost need 3 wingers or players, you know what I mean? Then they just rotate. To me, that seems...
Isak is not. Isak, I don't like his finishing. I'm not a fan of Isak's finishing.
He's so weird. The way his body moves, he's very languid in like his movement.
Yeah. Plus,
But
the
his
other
work
thing is,
rate,
I think Isak gets bullied quite a bit as well. I think in the field, sometimes by like defenders seem to bully him.
He's slight. He's a pretty slight guy. So yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, he is.
But he's tall.
He's tall, but I think he's the Brian Hill kind of tall. He's slightly better than Brian Hill. Brian Hill is like absolutely.
He's way better than Brian Hill. Come on,
he's way better than.
Brian Hill.
I'm talking more from the physical aspect of his.
Okay. Fair enough. Would you guys so a question for the chat? I mean, what type of striker do you guys think that we need to take it to the next level? I hate to say it, I don't think Richie's it. I don't think Richie's the answer. He's doing a great job, and God bless him. He's working his ass off, and he's gotten us some goals. He's won matches for us. He's gotten us points. He got us the point versus Everton. Thank you, Richie, but I don't think he's the answer. So yeah, just wondering who everybody in the chat thinks would be a good striker to come in and kind of complete this team. obviously, there's other places we need reinforcements as well. The wings. I still think a front three that could all interchange would be beautiful. But again, I don't know if that's Big Ange's style. I don't know. I didn't watch enough of him at Celtic, and I'll be the first to tell you, I don't want to pretend like I know things I don't. I never want to be that guy that talks shit and pretends like they watched stuff they didn't watch. I didn't watch him at Celtic, so I don't know enough about his style. I'm learning as we all are,
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think you need a striker who can press a little bit, as well as he can like, let's say when he is in a goal scoring opportunity, he can be he can be clinical enough, or he can like pull something out of the hat to like really make the best out of that possibility. Like, do not miss sitters and all that. If we have a striker like that, I think we would be really we would be scoring a lot more goals
Hey guys,
than
one
currently
second,
we are. Because
Yeah.
currently we have a striker who can sort of like press. I think Richie does the pressing quite well, but the few weaknesses about him are he cannot hold the ball in the middle of the park. That's one. Secondly, he cannot score from winning positions sometimes due to his lack of clinicality. And thirdly, I guess the other issue that I find with him is, I think in this system he's not very good in the wide areas either. Like when he was playing in the wide areas, we see him struggling as well. The few things that he's good at are like sort of like he can press. When he has a goal scoring opportunity, sometimes he can like make the full out, especially when it's like
he's good at wriggling away from defenders. You know what I mean? If there's a defender on him, he can kind of bully his way through. I like his strength.
He's very straightforward. Like he cannot create like good angles to find the goal. That's one thing that he doesn't really do very well. He's like a very straightforward kind of a striker.
Yeah. It doesn't look like his thinking, I think, is where he lacked. You know what I mean? I don't know how good his footballing brain is, but again, Eltel Cockerell, again, everybody, this is Jose, the man himself. He says, hope the omens are good. He's played 2 matches so far and won both. Only 7 racks to play. Oh, and the rum is going down a treat. Jose, everybody, is at a pool tournament. He is a pool shark. He's a bit of a pool player, and
nice.
He's won his first 2. Big up, Jose. I hope you go ahead and win the dang thing. Just get 2 wins for you today, my man.
Yep.
And everybody sign up to Eltel. Thank you, Chris Peters. Here is his link. Everybody, please, if you're here, go to his channel, subscribe. We are getting his numbers up there. They're not high enough, I'll be honest. So we need to pump up those numbers, guys. I like this too. Mom says maybe the pain meds, but I don't think we were that bad. Wasteful passing, but good movement overall.
Chris Peters. I already have a channel actually. It's called Step Up Spurs. He's asking in the chat.
Oh snap! Yeah, I have that in a text file here too. I'll get that up as well. Thank you. And Mr. Take Away Your Girl is being kind of mean. I played football for 20 years of my life. You don't understand football, how vital certain players are. You ain't guaranteed a goal. Your opinion is totally valid.
I think it's a general comment. I don't think he's like particularly going on you.
All right, good. Didn't want to get rough with them. Just kidding, Mr. Take Away Your Girl. You're a good guy. But yeah, you're right. Not all players score. That's not everybody's role. Some players are there literally to pull defenders and create space for others, and that might be Richarlison's thing. Eltel, wishing my mom the warmest of recoveries. Love it. Everybody is so nice up here. Jazz Fusion says that we stand around and watch too much, and I have noticed that in the last couple of games. It seems like we're going half the speed that other teams are going. Brighton today, especially. Did you think that was the case? For one, we got to remember Brighton beat us 4-2 last time that we played them this season. They're not a bad team. They are not a bad team at all.
But we need to remember who we had in defense: Emerson Royale and Ben Davies as center backs.
We were pretty decimated.
Yeah, that was a bad time. A dark time. But still, I knew today would be tough. But I didn't expect Spurs to be as static and I don't want to say bad, but we definitely didn't look at our best. Mr. Takeaway Your Girl is still here. Big up, dog. Thanks again for hanging. So when Son was up front, you lost 3, drawn 1, and Son had 2 goals and assists when Richie was out for his op. Yeah, dude, he needed to get his wiener fixed, and he did, and he is all good now. He is back. I play this every time, but I swear this is what Sonny has been saying. With Richie scoring all these goals, Sonny wants back in.
Could you please get up off the toilet? I got the shit, bitch.
He wants up on that. He wants up on that throne. Sonny needs to. He wants to score. He wants back. He wants to show the world some more of this. Whatever that dance was. And yeah, he deserved it. I mean, Sonny played a hell of a part today. Do you guys think that we need to put Sonny back in the 9? Do you think Sonny would be? Or I mean, you do? You think moving back to the center? Yeah.
I mean, I believe he's our. Well, not I believe he's the best finisher that we have on the team, and it's not really even close. But
like we were saying, like Elias was saying that Richarlison can't finish except for from like one angle. It's the complete opposite for Sonny. Sonny can score from anywhere, and I think that's what you're getting at. Yeah.
He is an elite finisher, and the stats show that as well. I mean, the guy is just he's a walking goal machine, and if we get the damn ball to him, he'll put it in. But the thing that I have to backtrack a little bit on my Richie take.
Bro.
His his work rate and what he does off the ball, his pressing. And sorry, my voice is a little shaky.
We're all getting sick.
His press,
everybody's
dude,
got a bit of it.
I'm trying to not get sick.
I'm taking vitamin C out the ass. Probably too much of it. Just loading up, man.
It doesn't go in your ass. It goes in your mouth.
Oh shit.
That's the problem.
That's why I'm not getting better. Absolutely.
I'm dumb. It's fine. It's cool with it. But no, I don't know, man. They're again. I'm not in training. I don't see what's going on every day, and that's what ultimately going to be the factor as to who starts and who doesn't, and who starts at what position. Having Sonny up front and Richie up front. I mean, maybe you do a 4-4-2. I don't know, but that's not the style of play. So what do I know? I'm just a country bumpkin from Arkansas.
Hey man,
I love me some Sonny though, man. Freaking love me some Sonny. And
everybody does. It's impossible not to love that guy, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Todd Nino says that if we're playing against slow blocks, that we have to play Richie as the 9. It does give us more options. We can lump crosses into them. We don't really have players that have a great cross on them. Poro can cross the ball well. But yeah, if we could just get more balls into his head. Remember how many headers this man scored at the beginning of the season. Against top 4, Son is a good option for central striker. I like Todd Nino's approach here. And it's good. Horses for courses, as they say over in England.
I was actually gonna say that once I think let's say Kulusevski is having a rough patch right now, but if he figures out his form, I think he is a much better finisher as well. We have seen Kulusevski scoring from angles as well. If Kulusevski is finding out that form well, I think I'll put him up front with Son and Werner. So Son in the middle for me, Werner on the left. I think that would pretty much work out well. But we need to get. I think we need to get Kulu slightly in slowly. Right now, I think he's not the best player on the field for us. It's pretty tricky, I would say. Yeah.
Definitely. Getting that front 3 correct depending on who we play, and like I think it was Jazz Fusion said, depends on who you play. Totally right. Mr. Takeaway Your Girl just wanted to reply to you just at least one more time. Says fans criticize players like they have played professional football. What team did you or do you play for currently? Let us know in the chat. We are interested to know. I will become a season ticket holder to the team you play for professionally if you just fucking let me know, dude.
No, I think he's a manager of the football team.
There you go. That's probably it. He's probably a manager. If he's a manager, he can just get me tickets. Big Mike says he's definitely an Arsenal fan. He probably is. And if you are, sorry, trust the process and all that.
I've coached U10s and I mean, I'm a total genius, and I have a crystal ball and everything. Like I can tell the future, y'all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of crystal balls, Jose's got one. I deleted the picture. Dang it! But
I recently got my grassroots license as well.
There you go. Nice. See, I've coached at a very low level as well, like a couple different levels. I coached 5-year-olds for a while and ran an entire league. That was a shit show. And then I coached middle school, which was a lot of fun. Actually, those kids are ready to learn, and you can actually teach them things, and they'll retain information. So that was nice. We had an undefeated season. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're all getting into it. We're all getting into it. But guys, one more thing I wanted to ask: opinions on Kulu. Kulu came up a second ago. Kulu, what the hell, right? I love him, and I think that he's a good player, but he's got literally 2 moves, and teams have figured him out. And all you got to do is crowd him out over on the right side. He can't cut in. What do we do with him? I think he's got to play in the middle to be any kind of effective. So is he just Madison back up? I don't know.
The wings in this system are so wide that they have to cut in to be effective at all. So they're literally just there. And the only reason that I know anything about this is I legitimately went back and watched a whole bunch of just when we first got Ange, went back and watched a whole bunch of big up Jazz. Went back and watched a whole bunch of Celtic just to see what in the world's going on. Like it's completely different. The wings are so freaking wide. They're right on the touchline, both. And if you watch, a lot of times when the ball's going to Kulu, he's coming from literally out of touch. He's coming onto the pitch to receive the ball and then do something with it.
Which is intelligent. I mean, that's intelligent movement right there.
I think it's instructed movement. I think it's like this is how you play. This is what you do. You hang out here. I haven't looked at his heat map, but I bet it's like straight along the touchline, but it's just, I don't think he's that kind of player. I think you need, if you're going to have people that are so far out, I think, to me, there again, I haven't played professional football, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But to me, if you're on the touchline, you need to be fast. Not just fast, you need to be quick. You need to be quick. You need to have elite level ball skills. And be able to come inside and beat your man. But
elite level ball skills and coming inside? Man, that's what she said.
Why?
I'm 10 years old. I'm sorry.
That's what we all are. We're all 13 up here. I mean, that's part of being
here. You set me up.
Hell, I'm almost 40.
I had to take it.
I'm almost 45 and dude, yeah, shit.
We lost some viewers. Sorry, everybody. The jokes are a little lowbrow. But
my bad.
Yeah,
my bad. My fault.
No, it's mine. David Clark is here saying, make no mistake, the difference when Basuma came on was huge, giving power and calmness to that position. But sorry, Vicario was the reason why we had the chance to win that game. Vicario was a beast. Thank you, David Clark. David, this is David from Leicester. He is a beast. He's always here. He's always supporting the channel. Big up, David.
Yeah, big up David Clark. He's a big supporter of all the channels.
Man. Always supporting. So, David, thank you, brother. Vicario, thanks for pointing that out and bringing that up. There was so much to talk about from today's match. What a roller coaster. But Vicario had some fucking great saves, some absolutely top-notch saves. What did you guys think of Vicario today? And also, did you notice we defended him? We had a player watching his back. So,
yeah. Actually, did you guys notice that? Sorry, Nick, you go first.
You're good. Go on. You're good.
No, I was actually going to say that, did you guys notice that in the first half, towards the beginning of the game, there was a foul on Vicario, and this time, actually, the ref gave that foul, like a player was trying to foul Vicario. And you know that just today, actually Spurs wrote a complaint to PGMOL, and I think now PGMOL is kind of like defending us.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like, I mean, I'm glad that he didn't do it publicly, like at a press conference or a pre-match, or a post-match conference, like some other managers have done. But yeah,
he had a slight dig last week actually at the press conference as well. But it was the reporter asked him about it. He didn't purposely have a go at the PGMOL. A reporter asked him a question about it, and then he had a bit of
Yeah, Mr. Takeaway Your Girl with a good point here, saying teams are respecting Spurs a lot more. We need to control the game, stop making risky passes down the middle, and play it out wide more. I think those risky passes down the middle are what honestly does it.
Part of
for
their
us.
game.
I think it unlocks things. We're constantly going from side to side, playing wide, and we can't seem to penetrate from wide areas. So I think that we're kind of forced to go for those through balls, those risky passes down the middle. And Ange has said in his own words that he wants players to take risks. If it doesn't come off, he's said it's my fault. I'm the one that instructed you to do it. So yeah, I'm cool with the risky passes down the middle. But big up, Mr. Takeaway Your Girl. Teams are respecting Spurs a lot more, and we're gonna have to find a way to adjust to that. It's almost like, remember when Dele Alli came to the league and nobody knew who Dele was, or Kulu, and they couldn't play against him. They were very effective, and then they get kind of found out. They become less effective. I feel like that's happening to Spurs as an entire team right now. That the tactics are kind of getting figured out. They figured out how to play against us. And,
Speaking of Dele, do you know that he was at the stadium today?
Yeah. Speaking of that, I have, for everyone's viewing pleasure, picture him and Chris Callan. Speaking of Chris Callan, I gotta get the link up. I got watching the game and got behind. Our own Jose was on Chris Callan's channel the other day. So I gotta post the link to that. Nice. Yes. Jose is becoming a big dog. He's been on Irish Hotspur today. Chris Callan's show came out today. Jose's everywhere, man. So big up Jose
big time.
Again, hope he is winning that pool tourney, winning that pot, that kitty, that prize money. Real quick again, guys, I've been finding these little funny things, and I've played this one a few times. But did you guys think this whenever we scored? This is the most baller shit ever.
Yeah.
I really, really love Dave Chappelle for one, and I love Dragon Ball Z. So that's like my favorite.
When we scored that second one, I scared the crap out of my daughter. She was poor girl. She was sitting there. She's 3. She was sitting there playing with her dolls and like her babies, as she calls them.
Her babies. I love it.
Yeah, she was putting one to bed, and I'm like, look, I just yelled, and she goes, Dad.
He's trying to
sleeping. I'm like,
yeah, you woke the baby up. You son of a gun. Adorable. You son of a gun. No, she's super cute. What's her name? We got to know the name.
Sophia.
Sophia is a pretty name.
Sophia Mai Young. Yeah, her. All my kids' middle names are Vietnamese. My wife's Vietnamese, and so
sweet. Dude.
Okay.
That's awesome.
My oldest son, his middle name, it literally is Win. So like he goes, bro. I love to win. That's my middle name. I'm like, dude,
that's badass. Wow. And he plays football. He's a footy player, right? You got him on the track.
He is. He's good too. That's the kid. I sent you a video of him doing that little move. Yeah, I don't know where he even came up with that. He does this little thing. He pops it up and then he hits it with his knee. I don't know where they YouTube.
These kids are crazy, and they're only going to get better. I love that every generation is better than the last. It's a beautiful thing about the world and how football kind of evolves as a game, and you learn new things. And
don't you guys call it soccer there?
Yeah, we call it soccer.
Sorry, I'm very good. Yeah,
we do.
They called it soccer in England up until about 50 years ago. So
yeah, I know.
I call it soccer when I know I'm not gonna get roasted.
In some Asian countries also they call it soccer. Like I think in Pakistan as well.
Australia.
In some regions they call it soccer.
Yeah, Socceroos in Australia for sure. Yeah. And but yeah, so let me go through a couple more comments, and we'll probably end this here pretty soon. We've been going a little over an hour, and everybody that's tuned in, big up. Oh my God, I have a star comment from Mike. My mom is watching, so I'm going to put the comment up. I'm not actually going to answer it, Mike, but I just know that you wanted this up here. I can't. My mom's here, so I can't. But Mike put this up and then got sad that we didn't answer it. So Mike, big up, Mike. Mike fits in with the inappropriateness I've got going on today, so it fits the theme. Big up, Mike.
We kind of brought that on, didn't we?
Yeah. Big Mike, you're the man. Thanks for being here, dude. Thanks for subscribing. Please stay. I know a lot of people sub to chat and then leave, so don't leave, guys. We want you here. We want you to continue watching the show. Normally, it's a lot more put together than this, but I just wanted to come on after the win to be completely and totally
get them
honest.
likes up, y'all.
Yeah,
hit that like button. It looks like this.
If you're here, just go ahead and smash the like, hit the like.
Yeah, guys, like it.
Yeah, and then hit the bell because we're on quite often, every single day really, except Sundays. But yeah, check us out, man. It's a fun channel. Vibes are good, and funny gifts. You know, I try to keep it fun around here. We got Daniel Levy dancing, showing us some cheddar, showing us some cash.
Oh God.
But yes, so
That's what he's all about.
we need to get so Step Up Spurs. Everybody remember Step Up Spurs. Please go and subscribe there.
Yeah, thanks,
And then,
guys.
Also, I need to
Elias,
grab.
is that yours?
Yes, that's mine.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
that's
sweet.
Elias. And Chris
I'll
Peter
do
says,
that.
"Wow, it was soccer in the 1900s." Yeah, man. Jazz Fusion is soccer here. Super Sunday football tomorrow. Oh my Christ, I have to work tomorrow.
Is that tomorrow?
And I work in a call center for people whose internet and TV is broken. Can you imagine the calls?
Oh,
I'm gonna
you
get
are
tomorrow?
effed, bro.
I just wanna
dude.
die.
You are effed.
I think I'm
sorry,
sick.
Bubba.
I
You
think
are
I'm
effed.
sick.
I really pity you, bro. Like I worked in a call center for like 3 months, and I would never do that. Seriously.
Yeah, I'm not very. I hate it, but I'm really nice and people love me. So I mean that helps, I guess. But yeah,
I guess your voice, perhaps.
It must be. I'm very.
Man, I had somebody.
calming.
I had somebody the other day try to tell me that, which is completely ridiculously false, that the Super Bowl more people watch Super Bowl than watch soccer or football, and I'm like,
Get out
okay,
of town.
more people watched one game of football, than watched all of the NFL, all of college football, all college American football, the entire year. One game, 3 billion people
Football's
watched
global.
one game.
Yeah.
Like soccer is
it's huge.
global. Football is a
Yeah.
fucking American thing. That is not my favorite, to be honest.
If I want to spend
Um,
4 hours watching grown men give each other brain damage, I'll watch backyard wrestling.
Yeah, that's a
It's-
lot more.
yeah.
Exactly, a lot more exciting. There's a lot more
Sorry.
fluorescent light tubes being broken over people's heads and staple guns, and yeah, not enough of that. In football.
Folding chairs.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Mr. Takeaway says again, you don't have to play risky passes, especially when opposition players are close by. Agreed, man. Agreed. There's just going to be differences of opinion. I think those risky passes are what really do it for us. But I see your point. I'm definitely not trying to say that you're wrong in any way.
Ange always says, "Be brave, be brave,"
Yes,
and so that's
be-
part of his
be
philosophy. Are those risky
Ha-
passes?
halftime Forest 2, Newcastle 2. That's kind of
Ooh,
surprising. David
that's
Clark,
an
thank you for
interesting
that
one.
score update.
What are the other results today in Premier League? I think Liverpool won like 3-1, is it?
Yeah, let me check. That was my. Let's see.
Yeah, Liverpool beat Burnley. At one point, they were drawn with them at 1-1.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
they-
O'Shea looks
they
like O'Shea scored in the 45th minute. And then Darwin Núñez and Diaz scored. You guys remember we almost got Diaz. Isn't it funny that we almost got Diaz? We were all so happy to have Kulu, and now I'm like, you know what? Diaz would be pretty sick in this.
I mean, both of them have been pretty inconsistent either way. Like you sometimes have a good patch with Kulu, and then sometimes you have a bad patch with Diaz. Who knows? Like Diaz isn't that super consistent either.
Whoa,
Kulu's
Wayne
big and
Bonner
physical.
is here. Sorry to cut you off. Wayne is a big time supporter. Been supporting me since I feel like literally the very first show I did like 3 years ago. Wayne,
Oh, man.
big up, my dog. Hope you're well. He says, how'd the game go? I saw the result, but fell asleep as the game was about to start and missed it. Dude, I don't even want to tell you. I just want you to go back and watch the thing. I can probably
go back
find
and
you a
watch it.
link. But never mind. Jazz Fusion told you. 96-minute winner, Wayne. We literally got through by the skin of our teeth. The ball came out to Sonny, wide left. Brennan Johnson was making a sweet, perfectly timed run on the right. Sonny hit it across the face of goal, and Brendan smashed it in for the lead. We gave away a penalty very early, and they scored. We're up 1. We equalized with Sar Boy, and it was really great. I love when players follow up. He kind of finished a rebound that had come off the keeper. I love that shit. I absolutely live for
Yeah,
that.
I loved it as well.
Players need to do that all the time. Follow your shots in, guys. That's something I learned when I was like 5.
Mhm.
Follow your shots in. Anyway, so Sar did it. He scored. And then, yeah, like they said, 96-minute winner, and it was absolutely.
And by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed today we were not really very good on the right. Actually, we were creating more of the chances from the left.
For
But
sure.
both the goals actually came from the right. If you notice it, they were both like the exact same spots where the goals came from. So
That's very,
I guess
very true.
the left to right passing to from the former winger to winger is sort of like working for us at this point.
It's worked in the past. We've gone from fullback to fullback lots of times when they're
Yeah,
pushing
like
that.
was it Doherty and Sessegnon? They used to combine pretty well during under Conte as well.
Yeah.
And right now it's I think today was Sonny and Johnson, and then early on it was Timo and Johnson, right?
Yeah.
So what was up with the subs today? It and it's been the last few games. It seems like they're very, very strange subs. Like why Horbier and Davies? Like what's I just didn't understand. And
I don't know, but Leslie Davies played a good match. I thought Davies his cameo
He's always
I thought it
solid.
was good.
Yeah.
I think the Holberg one was more so. I think Sar was tired, and that's why I think he had to sub him off. So it made sort of like a bit of sense there because Bentancur kind of like went off early, and then you brought on Bissouma, and then Sar. It was time for Sar to sort of like go off as well. Then secondly, the Udogie one, I think it was a bit of a fitness concern there, in my opinion.
He has.
Okay.
Hey, let's talk about that too, real quick. Udogie hasn't looked himself. He really tore the league apart and was, I thought, the best left back in the league. The beginning of his tenure with us, and it is now not. He's not looking like that player anymore. Do you think with him it's another case of getting found out? Do you think that players don't know how to play against him, or is he just in a bad patch? We'll start with you, Nick.
I don't think he's been found out per se. I think that I think it's a matter of form. You know, like he's gonna go through rough patches. All of them do. He's young. He's going to have these ebbs and flows. It's gonna happen like that. But I don't think that it's a matter of him being found out. The dude's freaking 6'2" in a truck.
And
he
he's
can
faster
handle the ball.
faster than lightning. Yeah, exactly. You can't figure that out. You know what he's doing. He's just better at it than you. Yeah, I guess.
Like, can you stop me? Like, you know what I'm gonna do. Can you stop me? That's the best players and the best teams. That's what they do. This is what I'm gonna do. Can you fucking stop me?
And Jazz Fusion has it right here. The fullbacks are gassed, and that is the way Jose always says. I'm quoting Jose a lot because he's not here today, but he says that
Got no backup.
Ange always plays with his 11 plus all of his subs because he works his players so hard that it's not just 11 players; it's 16. You know what I mean? You need all 5 of your subs, and definitely the fullbacks are a position where we ask a lot of them, and so I get subbing them. That makes a lot of sense. Spurs Squad is also in the house. What up, Spurs Squad? My dude, saying
Big up,
Stadium was
Spurs Squad.
rocking. But real quick,
Were you
Elias,
there
I
today?
just want to hear your take on Udogie real quick. Do you think that?
Yeah, I think the Udogie one, he looked slightly shaggy. I think to me, he was not himself.
Yeah.
But there's a bit of a problem I feel with the squad lately. Some of the players they look like a bit more struggling with their decision making. Early on, we made a point I think about the attack as well, even the midfield as well. There has been this form of shadiness, like whether the players, I think the constant change of the midfield, I guess, is not allowing the fullbacks to like really know where to make the passes and how to like cover the part. But I think now today what we saw in the second half, I think the second half team, I think by now Ange has gotten a bit more of an idea, like the team that he can work with, I think would be the 4 fullbacks, and then you have Bissouma and Sar there, because I think Bissouma and Sar, their combo really works well, guys. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like that combo is really working well, and I think the upfront as well. You have to start Sonny with Richarlison perhaps first, and maybe in the future, let's see if Richarlison struggling with his form, then probably you have to start Timo on the left, Sonny in the middle, and then Kulu on the right, something like that. I guess would be the ideal way going forward in like the major games, because I have concerns about Richarlison's finishing, and that would remain a concern. Yeah. Say that they would not quite fast.
Hey, Elias, you're cutting out. I can't tell if that's me though. I couldn't hear the last thing you said. Is it
No,
music?
I heard sinking.
All right, I
No,
think
it was
you
just
might-
What did you hear?
nothing. But now I can hear you again, so you're good. It was.
Oh, okay.
It was like the last sentence you said. It just kind of cut out.
Yeah, the Udogie part, I would say that he's struggling, I think, a little bit with his work rate and the demand of the work rate, I think, from him, because he's a very agile and very fast player who relies heavily on his speed. and I think that's kind of like causing attention. I think in his muscles. Yeah.
Sure.
And then secondly, he's getting dribble past, I think, a couple of times as well. And the other part I would say is that as the time goes, I think the team sort of like figures your game out as well. So you need to be a little bit more precise and a little bit more deceptive in your passes. But I think he'll figure it out. He has done it before in Syria, and I think he's that kind of a young player who can find solutions
I think
to these kind
he's
of
also
problems.
only 22, isn't he? He's younger
21 or 22. He's much younger. Yeah.
Phew, yeah,
Udogie?
I love these players that we're
Yeah,
getting that are both young and talented. Loving it.
I think he just turned 21. I believe.
Yikes, jeez, man.
Very young.
In the U.S., he can go have a drink now. He's been able to do that where he lives for a while.
Perhaps he's having a bit too many drinks.
Maybe that's his problem.
Well.
Maybe that's his problem, everybody. But guys,
Here
we've
he
been
could
going
also-
for an hour and 25 minutes. I got to head to Vincennes, which is an hour north of here, to go visit my dear mama and take care of her and make sure she's good with her broken arm. So I just wanted to thank you, gentlemen, for joining me for this post-match show.
Big up.
It was a little wild. It was a little all over the place, but that's kind of how I like. I like to go fast and loose, and just kind of see where the road takes us. I think it was a great one. It was a great show. I want to thank everybody who came in the Jacob raid, guys. Just want to let you know we've got memberships available. We've got super chats available. Speaking of super chats, look at this. Remember, guys, Leo got one in. Leo,
Big up,
thank you for the
Leo.
monetary donation to the chat, homie.
What's that, homie?
Appreciate you, guy. And everybody, just want to let you know if you would like to
Leo
become
was,
an
I think,
additional-
one of the first few people who came on my channels, actually.
He's such a good dude. And if
Yeah.
you want to become a true La Familia member, grab that membership. We've got him. You're honestly, you're in the family if you're here. But if you'd like to grab a membership and support the channel monetarily, we wouldn't mind. But again, guys, thank you. Make sure you hit the like. And guys, I wanna have your final thoughts while I get your links up one last time. So Elias, let's start with you, man. Final thoughts on the game today?
I think we could have done better, but 3 points are 3 points again. I'll take the win. And yeah, a great play from Sar, great play from Werner, and I think a great play once again from Sonny. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. And here is the link for Elias's channel.
Music.
And then next, let's get you, Nick, your final thoughts on the match before I head out for this drive in the rain. What you got, brother?
And if we can play like that and still get 3 points, good. But we got to improve, man. We got to improve.
Yeah, slightly troubling. I'll be honest. The goal kind of papers over some cracks, I think, in the match. But
hopefully it's a matter. Like I said before, hopefully it's just a matter of form. We have a young team. Guys are going to start stepping up. Damn near the full squad is back now. They're going to have to start meshing again. Sonny and Biss have been there for 3 days. Hopefully this, like I said, it's just a matter of form, and we'll get back. So,
boom,
Yep.
boom. I'm trying to find your link. Where's your beer talk link? What's the channel called again?
Talking beer.
I think it is called Talking Beer now. I think I've changed it. I've switched back and forth. It's been like 6 years since I've uploaded anything, but if you guys want it, like I said, I'm building out the studio.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can get things rocking and rolling within the next month.
Having trouble finding the link, my guy. 1 second here. I just want to make
somebody
sure everyone's
posted it
got a
earlier.
chance.
Yeah, somebody posted it earlier. Should be able to click on.
Yeah, I say if you want to look through the chat real quick and grab it, if you could. I'm gonna grab the one for Jose's channel. I just want to make sure everybody's been promo today.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm good. I'll pop it in the chat at some point.
boom.
Yeah,
Boom.
once it gets a little better. Once
Hey,
I
no
get a little
worries,
closer.
bro. We're excited. We're excited to
appreciate
see
you,
what you got coming down the pipeline, man, for real. And guys, here we go. Here we've got El Tel Cacarel. That is Jose's personal channel, and we need to pump those numbers up, guys. It's rookie numbers
man.
on there. And absolutely, Chris Peters, Patreon member. We've also got a Patreon. And I wanted to say too, I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have both Patreon and YouTube memberships, just because I want to make sure that we get everybody recognized, everybody gets their shout out. Chris Peters, I've added you to the list of members on the channel because again, I just want to make sure everybody's getting their proper thank yous from us, and we truly appreciate you here at Talking Ball. Chris was the very first Patreon member, very first YouTube member. This dude was double dipping. He was he was really supporting the channel, keeping the lights on, yeah. So Chris Peters, couldn't appreciate you more, man. Made you a mod last time, so hopefully you've got those mod privileges now. You're the best. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. And guys, I think that's it. I think we'll say come on, you Spurs, and I'll play us out with what am I gonna play us out with today? I'll play the James Madison song because everybody loves it. But guys,
yeah,
again,
he had a good performance today.
He did. He deserves the song. He deserves the song. All right, everybody. Thanks again, and we will see you next time, probably Monday. Peace. Actually, no, sorry. Shit. Ash has got a show tomorrow. Ash is doing White Chat Lane tomorrow, 11 a.m. I'm pretty sure. Everybody, 1 second. So sorry. I'm the worst. Literally the worst, but it's okay. There's a lot going on in life right now.
So the one that she does in Hindi.
So it's going to be 12:30 p.m. UK time tomorrow. So that'll be 6:30 a.m. my time, but 12:30 p.m. UK time. White Chat Lane, reppin' Delhi, and she's got two of her homies on the show with her. It's going to be awesome. So everybody, make sure to tune into that. Ash, 12:30 tomorrow. And yeah, all right, guys. Big up. One more thumbs up from Dawson. And then we'll
meet you, Elias.
And then we'll play the music out.
Yeah,
all
good
right.
to meet you as well, Nick.
Yeah. I'm so glad you guys were here. And here we go with some James Madison, everyone. If I can find it. Where did James go?
Sing it. Just sing it.
Go? There he is.
He's looking for.
My team has got James Madison. James Madison is what we need. Whoa, thank God we got James Madison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa.